Top 10 Best Special Forces in Africa. What if I told you today that your country has one of the best special forces in Africa? They go on those missions that are not suitable for the full force of the army. Even when they're heavily outnumbered, they infiltrate enemy positions and carry out specific orders that turn the situation in their favor. These special forces are the pride of their respective militaries. They are trained in special combat and are very skillful when it comes to weapons. When they are involved in military operations, their governments are almost certain of victory, and in this video, we will show you our top 10 best special forces in Africa. Number 2 almost successfully invaded a country. Number 10. Angola Special Force. The Angola Armed Force includes several types of special forces, namely the Commandos, the Special Operations, and the Marines. The Angolan Special Forces follow the general model of the analogous Portuguese Special Forces, receiving similar training. The Commandos and the Special Forces are part of the Special Forces Brigade, based at Cabo Ledo in the Bengo province, while the Marines constitute the Marines Brigade of the Angolan Navy. They are legendary for taking on the most sensitive missions in the army, from sabotaging enemy communications and supply lines to infiltrating enemy lines through quiet, guerrilla war-style tactics. You do not want to mess with them. Number 9. Nigerian Army Special Forces. The Nigerian Army is regarded as one of Africa's best equipped fighting groups due to its size as the continent's largest, and its special forces are one of the greatest special forces in Africa due to them having the most successful ground force when it comes to peacekeeping missions. One of their operations that we know about was in 2016. After receiving a distress call from a British vessel, VECTIS OSPREY, this unit sprung to action. They were deployed abroad on a Nigerian Navy patrol boat. They met the pirates in the process of boarding the merchant's vessel and immediately opened fire on them. Their quick and resolute action resulted in the neutralization of the situation and the rescue of the crew. Boko Haram, the terrorist group responsible for a wave of violence in Nigeria's north, has been mostly contained by the country's armed forces. They would have been higher on the list, but Boko Haram makes that challenging. Number 8. The Ethiopian National Defense Force. This isn't surprising, coming from the only African nation to withstand colonization. The Ethiopian army is already known to be one of the most prepared fighting forces on the continent. They're currently engaged with separatists in several regions across the country. The special unit is a special division of the Ethiopian military that's trained to infiltrate enemy positions and engage in tactics to help the army gain a tactical advantage. This unit is also engaged in counter-terrorism and other special operations. Number 7. Botswana Defense Force. The tactical wing of Botswana's military, the Botswana Defense Force, or BDF, was set up in 1977. The BDF's many successful anti-poaching, disaster preparedness, and quick response missions, as well as its support to civil authorities and international peacekeeping actions, are reasons they are on this list. Poachers especially dread the BDF. BDF soldiers operate under shoot-to-kill orders regarding poachers and have engaged in firefights with armed poachers. Dozens of poachers have been killed or arrested in BDF operations. Because of them, poaching in Botswana has drastically reduced. The BDF's professionalism and ability to successfully accomplish any task the government gives it is another reason they are among the best. Number 6. Royal Moroccan Gendarmerie Intervention Group. Royal Moroccan Gendarmerie Intervention Group, also known as Groupe d'Intervention de la Gendarmerie Royale in French, or GIGR for short, is an elite special force regiment within the Royal Moroccan Gendarmerie. GIGR is composed of several combat units, including a commando group of the Guard, an airborne assault battalion, a mountain infantry battalion, and a rapid intervention group, or GIR, among others. They are mostly assigned with maintaining public order, and the group's leadership is highly secretive. This is the main strike force of the Moroccan military, and is one of the major reasons why the country is peaceful and secure. Number 5. Tunisian Anti-Terrorism Brigade. This unit, also known as the Black Cats, is basically a Tunisian national SWAT. This elite special operations unit is one of the best trained and most formidable units in North Africa. BAT recruits its members directly from the national police, and the elite unit is mandated to intervene in the field only in extreme cases. BAT's main mission is the intervention in built-up areas and hostage rescue in tactical situations, including airports and VIP protection. This elite force operates under the Ministry of Interior. Joining the unit comes along with highly strict requirements, especially in terms of physical, medical, mental, and psychotechnical fitness. It recruits the best people of the National Police, and its motto is speed, force, effectivity. Number 4. Algerian Army Special Intervention Group. As Algeria is poised to create a free and multicultural society, it has adopted a zero-tolerance policy towards terrorism. This unit has attained a reputation for cold-blooded ruthlessness. Their work usually includes infiltration of terrorist locations and making preemptive strikes before the terrorists can gain a tactical advantage or use hostages as bargaining chips. This elite military force has already scored several successes, which has given them the reputation for carrying out their orders even if it means that there will be casualties on both sides of the engagement. They have trained in the Japanese martial art of Jiu-Jitsu and the Korean martial art of Kuk-Sul-Won, but in a purely military aspect. This training and experience make GIS one of the most highly trained forces in the world, and recognized by the various tactical groups in the field of counter-terrorism, and was recommended by the US SOCOM to form several African and European groups. Number 3. Kenya Special Forces. The Kenyan Special Force is one of the best trained special forces in the world and is noted for its efficiency and few government casualties. Counter-terrorism, rescue missions, reconnaissance surveillance, and intelligence gathering are just some of the missions the team is known for. Operation Okwa Maisha was one of their notable missions. The operation was launched as an attempt to crush a 3-year insurgency in the Mount Elgon district by the Sabaot Land Defense Forces and was successful. SLDF leader Wycliffe Matakwe was encircled and killed by Special Forces on 16th of May 2008, effectively marking the end of the insurgency. They were also involved in the killing of top SLDF commanders Rafael Berra and David Siche in fighting at caves around Mount Elgon the previous month. Over time, they have expanded in size and capability, with important accomplishments, such as serving as a peacekeeper in international missions. Number 2. South African Special Force. Those looking for Africa's most well-organized military can look no further than the South African Special Forces, a highly trained military unit that specializes in land, air, and sea operations. United States officials called South Africa's Special Forces a dynamic and effective force, which boasts specially trained soldiers and equipped with specialist equipment. The South African Special Forces Brigade was formed from the then Hunter Group and designed to hunt down terrorists using long-distance weapons, special tactics, and hand-to-hand combat. This military unit is trained to perform counter-terrorism operations, as well as other high-risk maneuvers that require tactics and stealth. The unit is made up of trained soldiers who are put through a special challenge, which tests their physical and mental preparedness. And at number 1, Egyptian Army Special Forces. Egypt's army is unique in that it's the largest not just in Africa, but also in the Middle East and the Arab world as a whole. The Egyptian military, currently rated at 12th in the world, has a special unit that is well known for carrying out lethal operations on behalf of the government, particularly in enemy territory. El Saka Forces, or Thunderbolt Forces, is a special unit. It was established as a commando force by Major General Jalal Mahmoud Fahmy al-Hariri. Under it are the famous divisions Unit 777 and Unit 999. The Egyptian Army Unit 777 is the special unit of the Egyptian Army, trained to perform counter-terrorism operations within Egypt and around its areas of interest. This unit is skilled in the use of hand-to-hand combat and also in the use of small weapons. A few years ago, Egypt was almost overrun by terrorists. Now, the country is very well secured due to the work of Unit 777 and other members of the Egyptian military. That's how efficient they are. The unit is trained to work in tense hostage situations. They infiltrate the enemy positions and then disarm key targets among the hostage takers, thereby freeing the hostages, or at least substantially reducing the collateral damage when the rescue units storm the location to salvage the situation. They are very good at intelligence gathering and executing their orders in the air, on land, and in the water. When you see them, run. Thanks for watching. Till next time.